All right, so this video is going to talk about inline styles. So if you look at the example we see here in the PowerPoint, they went to their H1 tag and they set a style for it. They set the color to orange. So let's do that. I'm going to flip over to a sample web page I have. Here's our sample web page. I borrowed a couple paragraphs off the CSS Zen Garden. So I just borrowed a couple paragraphs, and you can see the code here on the right. I have my basic page structure. You should all have that template set up by now. I added a heading for the Road to Enlightenment and another H2 heading because I wanted two different sizes. So what is this about? And then I got a few paragraphs under each of those headings. So let's try this inline style. So on this H1, I'm going to go inside the opening tag for the H1, and I'm going to specify a style attribute, and I can say color, colon, we'll do red. And I need a semicolon at the end of that. Okay. All right, so this style was applied within this tag. Save it. I'll go back over and refresh my page, and you can see that my heading turned red. That's pretty easy to do. What it doesn't do is it doesn't format all of my headings for me. So if this was an H1 down here, even though I applied that style to H1 here, it didn't apply it to all my headings. I'm going to save that and refresh it so that you can see. All right, so this is an H1 as well, but it didn't get the color. The color only got applied inside the specific tag on that HTML page. So that's a problem. If I want this heading down here to be red as well, because that's my theme might say my headings are red, I have to come down here and I have to repeat that code. And remember that principle we talked about, we don't want to repeat code. And if I do that, I mean, it'll work. I'm just going to copy that and paste it down here. All right, so now I have two red headings, but suppose I changed the theme of my page and I want to make my headings orange now. I have to come in here and I have to find every H1 that is set to red. I have to go do it separately, and if I miss one of them won't change and our page won't be formatted how we want it to, how we want it to be. So inline style rules are okay, and they are technically legal, but they're a terrible way to accomplish anything to get the benefits that we talked about in CSS. This is really going back to the old way of doing things before CSS was invented in 1996. We used to have to go and edit every single tag and format it the way we wanted it to. And if we wanted to update our theme, we had to go do hundreds or thousands of edits to change, for example, all of our headings throughout a giant website. We had to go change them all individually. So that wasn't a good thing. So in the next video, we're going to talk about something that's slightly better, but still not probably the place we want to do it. And I'll see you in the next video, which is embedded style sheets.